Hey, Rook. Irulan and Strife reached out. They finished preparations for Syrian's funeral. I could use someone to come with me, if you're able. Just let me know, okay?
Sure thing.
Hey, you up for drinks? I'm taking Valara to the Hilt for drinks with the Lords of Fortune. You should come. Isabella's paying.
Isabella's paying? For gold and glory. And free drinks.
Enna Bellanaris. From the form, we bring forth the eternal. Thanks, Rook, for coming. I don't think I could have done this alone.
We're a team. We stick together no matter what.
Still, I appreciate it. Anyways, we need to light 3 more braziers. Each one represents an aspect of the self. It's close to what we've always done. The Dalish, I mean. But the ancient elves used veil fire to show our connection to the Fade. Or so the archive tells me anyways. I think it's what Syrian would have wanted.
I know it's hard, but you can do this.
I already buried him once. At least this time, it's for real. Let's head to the first brazier. Okay, the first brazier should be ahead somewhere.
How far?
However far it needs to be, I guess. Hey, Irulan.
If you need to talk, let me know. I don't want our history to make things awkward, and I'm still your friend, you know? Anyways, time to light the first brazier.
A third we grant to the stars, to speak your life to the firmament. Am I doing this right? I don't know. The archive wasn't much help. It told me the words, but words are only part of it. Rituals aren't just about what you say, it's why and how you say it.
Reclaiming the past was never going to be easy. But we have to start somewhere. Why not here?
Syrian made it sound so simple. Learn the past and then live it. But so much is different. Who we are now is as important as who we were. I just wish it were easier. Okay, let's head to the next brazier.
It's unusual to see all these obstacles in the way of a funeral. Death's hard to deal with, though, no matter where you come from.
Each obstacle's supposed to represent grief and moving past it, literally. But Yeah, it's a little weird. Probably. Syrian would have laughed at it. Okay, on to the next brazier.
So what do you think is out there?
I don't know. Could be anything, really. That's kind of the magic. Nev, what are you doing here?
What? You know I show up for you, Belle. They'd only let one of us come, though. The rest send their regards, especially Emmerich.
I'm just... Wow. Thank you, Nev. And everyone else.
Hey, as long as I'm around, you've got family. All right, go on and light the brazier.
A third we grant to the sea, to carry you to distant shores. Syrian always wanted to see what was across the ocean. Not Parvalan, I mean really across. The other parts of the world. I wonder if the Evanurus ever left Thedas.
That's a good question. Who knows how far they traveled?
We've seen their power. I bet they could go anywhere. Maybe there are other elves, somewhere else. Without the Exalted Marches, without Tevinter, what does that even look like? Maybe better, or maybe not, but different? More of us alive, and probably free? Okay, on to the next one. Okay, one more brazier to go. I'd hoped that the archive might change, now that Honoris is gone, I mean.
I'm guessing it didn't?
It called me a witless fool 3 times when it was teaching me about ancient elven funerals.
So not... I thought Dalish clans planted trees for their funerals.
This is what we've always done, that I remember, anyway. Well, we didn't use ancient magic before. First time I went to a funeral was for my grandmother. I was 7, had to climb through a bunch of fallen trees. By the time I got to the end, I was dirty and tired and sad, but not as sad as I thought I'd be. So I guess it worked. At least a little bit.
I am so sorry. I did not realize that my microphone was muted this whole time, and you guys know what you can blame that for. Nami! She's currently on my lap. Anyways, so I guess I'll redo my introduction. Hi, everyone. Late. I'm not sure when this muted, but I just noticed it now. So it may have been muted for the entire time. Welcome back to Dragon Age The Veilguard. We are just finishing up the companion quests before we go over and meet the Inquisitor. At least you've been able to hear the video game, and I'm just like yapping here, being like, oh, Nami's on my lap. At least you didn't hear the sneeze. There was a sneeze in there.
Balara,
But now you know about the
sorry about
sneeze, so like,
Thanks, Strife. I'm
you're
glad
probably
you're here.
hearing it in your
He was
brain.
one of us, even if he never officially joined.
He died protecting Arlathan, even knowing the cost.
Saving the world. Seems like it might run in the family.
Anyways,
Time
you
to
guys
light the
know
last brazier.
also, I've been getting very upset at the way they pronounce brazier. I said it's called brazier, not brazier. And I said if they're wrong and they're trying to gaslight me into thinking that it's called brazier and not brazier, I'm gonna be upset. And if I'm wrong, I accept it.
And a third we return to the infinite, to find their way to the sanctum of the eternal. And that's it. The words we used to say. According to the archive, at least. It's close to what we say now. Not the same, but nearly. And it's what he would have wanted.
It's beautiful. I like this.
It sounds nice. The sanctum of the eternal. Like you said, different, but not by much.
Maybe that's why I'm not sadder. I mean, I'm mostly okay. Not amazing, not great, but okay. We found it. That connection. What Syrian and I were looking for. When he came back, it hurt again. Worse, almost. But this time, I got to say goodbye.
We still don't know why he came back.
I have to live my life. That's all I can do for either of us.
Why is this like... See, I don't understand these little symbols in the middle, because live for you seems like a very positive outcome, and yet it has the like stern night guy that's like, live for you. You know what I mean?
That's all anyone can ask of any of us. Keep living and keep putting one foot in front of the other.
Yeah, it's just hard sometimes. Harder than it should be. I don't know what our people's future looks like, but now they know their past, and they have a future. I hope you've found peace wherever you are now.
Until you come back for a third time.
And Belanaris. Syrian, I love you.
Aw, that was pretty.
Strike now!
Huh? Why are you popping me into the middle of like a battle?
So, Tarsh pries the enormous ruby out of the statue's eye socket. Except then it wakes up, and now it's real pissed that it's missing an eye.
Oh, my.
What kind of statue was this? Big snake.
Ugh.
Ugh, snakes are just the worst.
Really? Oh, I like them. They're friendly most of the time. And if you get bitten by a venomous one, you almost always survive.
Huh?
And now we've got a giant, angry, one-eyed snake statue trying to swallow Tarsh whole.
Wait, how does that work? Where would they go? Did it have a stomach?
Wait for it.
Best part is, while Tarsh is pounding that snake's nose, she's still holding the ruby in her other hand. Maker's panties, I was so proud.
Oh,
Ah, shit. They're still holding it. Sorry.
What are you doing?
Pulling a barb.
Oh, okay.
a barv?
Tradition in the Lords of Fortune, from one of our old members, Barv. Good guy, but like most of us, his plans went sideways a lot. Bad blood among your crew's not good for morale, but there's not always time for big, drawn-out apologies. So, when one of us screws up and we know we've screwed up, we do a quick 10 to put it right. Pulling a Barv.
I still don't like that hat with that outfit. We should know that. This is the thing about this game, is like, sometimes there's like things when you're in the faction that it allows you to do, but then sometimes it's like you don't, like, it bugs me. Why is it not consistent?
Mistakes, or you get gigantic muscles.
Or both. I didn't expect the Lords to care about the stuff. Me being non-binary.
Kirkwall taught me about family. If it matters to you, it matters to me. I mean, to the...
They bring up Kirkwall! And yet they don't bring up Hawk!
Thanks.
Anyway, where was I? So, there Tarsh is, thigh-deep in a snake's maw and still holding the giant ruby in one hand. I yelled that we'll get them out of there, and Tarsh just yells back, "Get up its ass! I'll meet you in the middle!"
Okay, the stomach I get, but did it really have
Hey, who ate the last breaded cheese wand?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I guess I thought, well, I don't know what.
It's fine.
No. They're your favorite.
I like how Balara and... You know what to do, Balara.
Balara, I know you're sorry, but you did mess up.
I know.
And what do we do when we mess up?
Yes, you're right.
Barv.
I'm pulling a barv.
1, 2, 3.
Heart's in the right place. Form's a little sloppy, though.
Bend your knees.
I like how Balara seems to be really good friends with everyone. It's cute. As it should be. Okay, that was random, but okay. I guess let's go back to the lighthouse really quick to see if there's any more random quests. Random? That was really random. Like the funeral one, okay, but that was like super duper. Davin, this better be a romance scene or I'm gonna be pissed. Give me my cute romance scene with the sun and us having a family and all the griffins. I need more.
Rook, I had an idea. I figured it's a good time to check in with Eldrin. See how his griffin training is coming along. Want to come with me to Arlathan?
Sounds like a plan.
It'll be good to see those feathery faces
The
again.
pink one was so cute. Pink one was so cute. Give me romance. Give me cuteness.
Eldrin, how's the training going?
Just a minute. Poachers are nearby. The Hulla are in trouble. Quick, to your positions. Go!
Try gingerwort tea.
Ever tried gingerwort tea? Heard it's got some kick.
You're joking. Who in their right mind would drink that?
Yeah, who would?
No one I know.
Though I did hear worms are a big hit with griffins.
Worms? Who said that?
Irv Mater. He's a wise old elf I once knew.
Right.
Looks like you met your match there,
So
Eldrin.
cute.
They know none of this is real. Won't waste the effort.
You need to rouse the raptor in them.
That gives me an idea.
They're so cute. I can't get over how cute they are.
Wait, what's happening?
The Hulla are in trouble. An unarmed hunters nearby. Attack!
No.
Got it!
Why me? Aw. That's it? No romance? What the frick is this nonsense? Where's my romance? I mean, besides the name Griffin Daddy, which is really frickin' funny, where's my romance? Inquisitor, you know what I mean?
Oh, Rook, you're here. Good. I had a question for my story.
Sure. What kind of question?
Oh, well, a personal one, I guess. Maybe not. Never mind.
Oh, come on. I'm curious now.
Okay, I'll try. I'm gonna do this. So I'm having fun. It's different, but neat. And the fighting bits are going well. So's the romance, mostly.
That's
Please don't
great.
confess your love to me
I'm glad
because
it's going
I've,
well.
like,
It is. It helps. All of what we do, I mean. Not that I'm writing about us, but, well, it's us inspired.
So, what did you want to ask then?
It's my hero. I know who they are, what they look like, all of that. But I can't figure out the why.
Why what?
Why they do it. Risk it all. Save the world. Well,
because
You're
I'm
a
the
hero?
protagonist and I
mean,
had no
a
other
real one.
choice.
so why are you doing all
Literally.
this?
I can't even answer this question because I don't know anything about her backstory or how she got involved in this. My point. I'm not sure, but sure.
Well, I've done some things in my past.
You have?
I'm
I had no
not
idea.
proud of. Nothing too terrible, but some of it was bad. And I figure I need to make that right.
I wish I could be like that. facing danger, caution to the wind.
What have you done bad in your
That's
past?
pretty much exactly what you do, all the time.
Sure, because I have to. And I'm scared the whole time.
Everyone's scared sometimes. It's what you do with the fear that counts. Facing it, fighting through it, that's what a hero does.
I guess so. It's hard to think of it that way. We are going up against a god. Multiple gods, actually. That feels heroic. To me, at least. And we're saving the world.
Pretty special.
Not a lot of people can say that. A couple of dozen, at most.
Never thought I'd be one of them. But maybe let's wait to celebrate. Until it's over. Anyways, I should get back to it. Writing. Thanks, Rook. That helped. A lot.
Okay, let's meet with my beautiful girl, Amelia. Which I was watching Ray Zero at the time, and I love
These
that
meetings
series.
can't be good for
So
business.
that's why her name is Amelia.
I'm here, Inquisitor.
Look at my beautiful girl. Look at her. She's so beautiful.
It isn't just Inquisitor, is it? You were someone before that.
Clan Llewellyn. We try to be no one you've heard of. Morrigan is holding a perimeter. We're alone. Tell me what Solus did at Elganon's ritual.
Sounds like you already know.
I need to hear it from you.
He protected, he saved us.
Elganon raised his archdemon. Solus got us out of there. We saved a lot of people.
You sound grateful.
Why not? He really did help.
It seems so. He's always thinking about where it ends. How many of his names do you know? God of Lies, Dreadwolf, Fen'Harel. They're titles he earned from enemies, followers, and fractured history. I once called him by another name. Friend.
Some friend.
Do you always agree with your friends?
Oh, see, this scene would be amazing if you were romancing Solus.
I'll never excuse what he's done. He's killed people I held dear, you know this too.
But...
he became those names when he fought gods. And regret for his world turned into destroying ours. Sound familiar?
Huh? How does it sound like?
You're making us sound like Solus. That's uncomfortable.
We're not like our enemy. They're making us do this.
Simple as one of Varric's morals. Don't become what you hate.
Or trapped by what we've lost. Also one of his. Tell me about the team you've built.
Are they a concern, or...
You're handling things. This part, what you have now, I just miss the banter about friends.
But that's all I get from my girl? That's it? My beautiful elf princess? Ridiculous. That's it. I am really curious at how much different it actually will be. I'm more ready to be let down about how it's not going to be that different if you chose to romance Solus. Like, I would imagine it would be different. But I have this feeling that it's not going to be more different.
Stopped the Auton. Took down their comic maker. I can't believe you're defending them.
I am not defending anyone, Jacobus.
You're letting them be a part of this? My cousin died because the governor didn't stop the Auton from...
Oh, I remember this kid from a long time ago. Nani!
From taking over.
Would you sit down?
Jacobus? I'm fine. But I'm not going to be a part of this.
What?
Well, now that unpleasantness is dealt with, about your mysterious informant.
Whoever they are, they know the Anton and Treviso.
Your message made it sound like this informant also knows where the gods are staging their ritual.
Treviso does not need this troublemaker. This should be left to proper officials.
It very much concerns Rook. We have a contact who offers access to the Butcher and privileged information on the gods.
A chance to find your gods and to free the city. A prize for both our causes.
Okay, alright.
Both are important. Strong with the crows, strong against the gods.
Nami, will you sit down? Stop crawling all over the place like a cat.
How do you know it's for real?
And don't skip my scene.
Patterns. Dreadnought arrivals. Their information is real.
And you didn't share this with me?
People in this city continue to sicken and die. Do you not have other more pressing matters to attend to?
So where are we meeting?
Near the field hospital, where the market used to be.
And they ask for me, not you or Viago.
Even with what happened to Treviso, your fight against the gods is spoken of by many. You have respect, and no small admiration.
From who, though? That's the question.
Alright, I don't really care. Let's just go meet this contact.
I'll talk with this mystery contact.
Sorry, Navi was crawling all over the computer. Now she's on the keyboard.
Again.
Piano keyboard,
not...
remove
the Butcher and weaken the Antam, then perhaps Treviso can start to heal from the Blight. With luck, this informant is our key to that. Find them, Rook. Hear what they have to say.
No.
Our informant is near the field hospital, Rook.
They said you'd know them on sight.
Remember, there are injured people there.
Don't damage anything? You mean no, don't damage anyone? I roll my eyes at this guy. Also, I have no idea if these guys combo at all. You have apply sundered... I'm not too worried. Like I said, it gets a little easy unless you're on nightmare mode, which unfortunately you cannot play nightmare mode in the first round. You have to beat the game first, so yeah, I'm not too worried about bringing both of them. Harding has a heal, so I deal like frickin' 5,000 damage per headshot now.
Somewhere in the market. Let's find them. I just hope their supposed
and I really want to raise everybody's relationship as much as I possibly can. So...
Rook, I presume.
The Butcher!
There's no need for that. Treviso is the trap, not this meeting. Please. So tense. I promise, I'll signal when it's time to fight.
Your signal.
Strange way to ambush someone.
Your mask is stupid, by the way.
I don't have to ambush anyone. You think I couldn't just march on the crows? Scattered Antam flock to me. I have the soldiers to raise your casino and every inch of this city.
But I'll bet there's no profit in actually winning.
There's money being made by the occupation. But not by me. I said Treviso was the trap, and I meant it. The jewel of Antiva. She sings even while caged.
This guy's voice is glorious also.
Such purity in every stone. It's trapped my heart. I love this city.
Then why hurt it?
You have a strange way of showing your affection.
I conquered it. I didn't betray it. Not like the cattle born here. You know there are traitors here. They ransom their own city. Literal gods stalk the land, but these filth worship their own purses. But you're different. You and the crows stay true to your roles. It means something when you die, and even more when you kill. You're as much a work of art as this city. And you want a secret from me.
Are you allied with the gods?
You're not an end-of-the-world type. Are you with the gods or not?
The gods, they give strength. But all they ask in return is everything.
Fair.
I can feel their corruption.
Fair.
I can hear their whispers. They're calling for a ritual. If I give in, I'll know where you need to go. But I will lose my jewel. My city! So... you live in a casino. Let us make a game of this. I will become what the gods want. Welcome their whispers. Meet me and show me if the crows deserve my city.
Okay.
The Butcher was our contact, and he's letting himself fall to the Blight? Finish them off! We need to go after the Butcher! So the Butcher wants us to prove we're worthy of saving Treviso. That's what's happening.
By turning himself into a monster.
Ready again.
I'm guessing we can't just
Everyone's
teleport.
acting like normal, like the Butcher hasn't gone nuts.
Who would believe it?
Safer to keep your head down, I guess.
Oh, sorry. I thought that was like a coin purse. No, it's just a person.
I see what you need.
See?
You deserve it.
Hear the shift in his voice? He's changing.
My Treviso. I'm not abandon you to the traitors who gave you to me.
This is actually quite interesting. And I totally believe him.
There's the Butcher. He's a Reaver and fighting his own Antom.
How are we gonna get information about the gods from that?
We have to hope he's still in there.
Can you stop jumping on boxes and like walk like a normal person?
I see you, Rook, and I see the ritual. Match me, fight me, win this city.
Ooh, wow. You're big. I hope my turret isn't getting in the way of this. I don't think so. Because I love my turret, and I'm actually quite upset that I haven't thought of naming it yet. That's my bad.
Where is the ritual?
Dude, I can't even see where his head is.
There's nothing left of him.
I see Tearstone Island! The ritual! Tearstone Island!
Woo!
He's gone. And he named the ritual site Tearstone Island.
The Butcher kept his word.
That was the trade he wanted.
He got the death he wanted. Good trade, I guess. And he gave us the information we came for.
Yes, truly the Butcher was a paragon of honor and virtue, and we are all devastated to see him go.
Let me guess. You are the thing behind it, and I called it from the beginning.
Final pointless confrontation. The gods are at Tearstone Island. Isn't that what you wanted? A chance to die a hero's death? So go. Leave Treviso to those who deserve it. What's left of it, anyways.
Of course you're the traitor.
The Butcher did warn us about a traitor. Didn't get a chance to name them, though. Thanks for confirming that for us, Evenchi.
Given how much that man talked, I'm shocked he actually kept his mouth shut.
You sold Treviso out to the Antom.
I did what I did to help this city, to save it, to keep my people from being slaughtered like cattle by the Antom.
By inviting them?
You let us suffer and sicken.
Oh, come
in
on!
favor
Would this
of
choice
Minrathous.
ever stop?
I gave up the crows. You gave up the whole city.
Fuck off. Like, seriously, why make me make the
Treviso
fucking
is
decision
dying,
and then
Rook.
keep rubbing
And
it in
its
my
killer
face?
wears your face.
I've met some terrible people lately, even without counting Elganon and Gillenane. You're right up there in some pretty august company. What if Treviso's people could have fought back, could have rallied to the city's defense? But the Antom kept them weak, let them die. That happened because of a choice you made. I live with the consequences of my decisions. Can you say the same?
Every freaking time.
Nothing, Rook. You have the luxury of distraction, of defining all your actions by the greater good. So take your team to Tearstone Island. Face Elganon and Gillenane, strike them down. Or don't. Either way, Treviso is dying. But it's still mine. Leave its funerary rites to one who cared enough about this city to make themselves its villain.
What? That doesn't even make any freaking sense. And I'm tired of getting guilt tripped for a decision I had to make at the very beginning of the game.
It makes sense now. Every decision they made shows it.
The governor betrayed us all. And for what?
He was so
a city that
obvious.
is sick, and whose recovery will be measured in years.
I take it you heard? The butcher's dead.
And in his place is the traitor we knew was lurking. And the Antom fell in line?
Whatever the Antom are looking for, Evenchi's giving it to them.
The Blight changes things. Even the Antom fear it. The governor has given them a clear purpose. They were more cunning than I thought.
I knew they were fishy. I knew they were fishy!
Something always bothered me about Evenchi.
Many things bothered me about Evenchi. Yet I did not spot the most important one.
I mean, you guys couldn't see that your own cousin was a dick either.
We needed.
The
Oh my god, I'm
hand
just
that
so...
leashed
Look,
Treviso.
if...
The butcher was the mouth, but the hand was Evenchi all along. They think they have the power in the Antom, and a network doing their will.
But we have the face of our enemy.
Evenchi will be hiding, so we will hound their Antom and make them desperate.
When the governors show themselves again, we end this.
Look, if a faction or people, like, keep attacking me for a decision I made what feels like years ago, I'm gonna be pissed off at them back, so... and salty.
We'll stop Evenchi.
The gods. Did you learn where they will be?
Tearstone Island. Evenchi confirmed it before they left.
We know the time to face Elganon and Gillenane approaches, but it will not take us long to find Evenchi.
If you truly want to help Treviso recover from the Blight, help us deal with the governor.
Okay,
we'll let you know when we'll
but I
make our
probably
move.
have to go back
And
to the
after that,
lighthouse and then come
Treviso
back
will
again
be free.
instead of just continuing this quest, like, right now. Man, I am so salty. I am so sorry. I don't mean to be salty. It's just, like, really irritating having to go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, especially when it's, like, a conversation. Like, just let me frickin'...
I need to get the team around the table.
It just, like, it takes a lot of time to go back and forth because, you know, you gotta load the thing and then... And, okay, see, there's a mark there and there's one there and there's some over there too. See? Like, just have the quest pop open. Actually, they did do that once, believe it or not. But it was like a side quest. I was doing a side quest, not recorded, for the Emmerich people, and I had to go kill like a demon that was loose, and then they just like gave me the next one right away.
Up for a trip to the Cobbled Swan?
Why? What's happening?
Ugh.
Nothing that I know of. With Aelia taken care of, I thought we'd check in. Maybe enjoy the swan for once?
Okay, we're just getting a bunch of final quests for people, I guess. Okay, well, I'm gonna do the crows quest first because I'm tired of going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and woo, 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 back and forth.
Ballara. Sorry about that.
It's hard. At least I got to talk to him at the end.
Spite will not stop demanding revenge for Treviso. Is there any more we can do?
Rook, good. We have discovered what Ivenchi is planning for Treviso. When you fought the Kamek Master in the garrison, you mentioned a note you found that said some Kamek had gone missing.
We have discovered who stole it.
Ivenchi.
The governor intends to release it all around the city to pacify violent seditionists.
They called us reckless, and now Ivenchi will ruin the minds of thousands in this city to have their peace and order.
Subdue the citizens. Get rid of your enemies. Show the Antom you're a leader with a plan. I hate to say it, but Ivenchi's a smart gambler.
After the dragon attack, and then the blight, the governor is a coward who has given up on Treviso.
Better to poison the last of it themselves than let anyone else solve these things.
To strike. Go to the garrison and prevent Ivenchi from releasing the Kamek.
Once you are there, Thea and I will lead the crows against the rest of Ivenchi's forces in the city.
Understood.
There is something else.
Sounds fun.
Jacobus stormed off earlier. He did not look well.
Look out
Blighted.
for him, would you?
Of course. We'll head to the garrison.
Blighted?
Do you think Ivenchi would target the...
I'm really sorry for being salty. It's just... If you play the, like...
Onto the garrison and the governor.
There are just some things, like...
Ballara. Sorry, Leslie.
Like, some stories are really good, and then some of them I just don't care about. So I'm just getting through them to get through them. Which I guess was kind of like Mass Effect 2. There were some characters that I cared more about. Like, on replay, I didn't even do Jake's story because I just don't like him. The first time I played through, I did everybody's story, at least in Mass Effect 2. And then the second time I played through, I was like, I don't care about Jake. Like, he could die for all I care.
I caught my breath.
Meow. Meow. Oh my goodness, this cat is just
That explains why Ivenchi's Antom was trying to
insatiable.
run.
Insatiable kitty.
Looks like we're doing this.
I can't see because there is a tail in my way. There is a tail in my way. Luckily, they're distracted by other enemies. I like when enemies are fighting other enemies. It's nice. Woo. You gonna come on my lap or no? Wait, who is attacking me? That's what I thought. Alright, I'm getting quite far away from everybody, so I gotta actually...
Wait! Jacobus!
Just more of, haha, you made a decision and it sucked. Like, I really don't like the game doing that to me. It's like, Like, every single opportunity it gets, it tries to make me feel bad about a decision it forced me to make. Like, really? I wonder if it's this bad if you do the other one. I do plan, like I said, I do plan on playing this game again. On my own. And having, like, a soulless romance just to see if there's anything different, you know? But I am super curious if Tevinter hates me as much as Treviso seems to hate me.
Keep that up.
Oh, jeez. I didn't even realize. Okay, Alara, can I get a heal, my darling? I didn't even realize that all my favorite characters are elves. We're the elf team. Elf team. Yeah. Aw, you went just right on my distance.
Good to go.
Alright, I'm just gonna get rid of these pests. Ew. Wait, is there like a blight bauble somewhere? Or are they just spawning? They might just be spawning. In which case, I just need to ignore them. Damn. The amount of damage I'm doing is just insane. Okay, what? Is there something... Wait. Okay. Are they infinite spawning from somewhere? Why do they just keep coming?
Okay, now for Avenchi.
Okay, maybe I had to... Maybe they continuously spawned until I beat Jacobus, or however you pronounce his name. Can I go through this? Ooh, oh, gross.
I feel strange.
In the head. Oh, come
like
on.
Dizzy, strange. Bad air.
Hey. Let me shoot you in the head.
Wait, are these Anton real?
I see the comic is working.
Oh, that's not really working, is it? That's right. Go for Davrin. Oh, Taunt is just amazing. Look at that, 5,000 damage. This kind of looks like the green stuff that was in, like, the dream, doesn't it? Wait, it says defeat Avenchi. What if I ignore you guys? Oh, there's nothing over here, so... I thought maybe I could ignore them and just, like, run past them or something. Oh, jeez. Actually, he took a nice chunk of damage.
Thanks, Deborah.
No problem.
Why don't you give up?
Because I never surrender, because I am a hero! Oh! Jeez Louise. Oh my gosh. The damage is insane. I love it. See, that's what the sniping makes you feel good about, is that you get this giant number and it just makes you feel awesome.
If that damned dark spawn at the gates hadn't scratched me, blighted me, if you hadn't interfered,
it wouldn't have made a difference.
neither will my death. My comet could have helped stabilize the city, but it's still blighted, dying. Nothing can save Treviso now.
The crows, the citizens helping each other through the dragon and the blight, they're already taking care of each other.
It won't last.
I think it can. And so do the crows. You say you did all this for Treviso, eventually, to protect it. But you never really believed in it.
What would you know about the city I love?
I don't know. Apparently everything. Lucanus approves. Good. Oh, I didn't even realize there was a... Oh, wait, what? It didn't explode? I call bullshit. Can I just teleport? Whee! Maybe this will level up the store. Although I don't know if leveling up the store really matters or not, because it's just a little wispy in the middle.
If Rook hadn't stopped the governor in time. Rook, I should have wine. We should toast you.
You should have wine, and what about my wine?
The comic is being disposed of, all thanks to you.
The garrison's a mess.
Details.
The Antam remain, though with Evenchi gone, I think we will be able to persuade them to move on in the coming months.
People are being moved to safer areas outside the Blight. Crows have time now to patrol for Darkspawn.
It will take years, but we can plan for Treviso's future now that it has one.
I know it does. As long as in the other one,
Treviso
in
would have fallen
saving
long ago if it really
Treviso,
didn't have the
Dorian
chance.
doesn't get corrupted, I'll be
I'm
okay.
not so sure. A city is only as healthy as those who care for it.
You never gave up, Rook. We will repay that in full. But life is so dull if all we talk about are responsibilities. It is time to celebrate.
For our victory.
For Treviso's freedom.
For the crows.
What an excellent idea. Viago, dear, you mentioned something about getting us drinks?
No, he mentioned something about getting himself.
I think we've done what we can for Treviso.
Drinks.
We've shown everyone you can stand against the Antam and the Blight.
Where's my crows? The crows are the last one I need to max. Is it enough? I don't know. I'm going to hop over to this really quick. Or wait, maybe we should go back to the lighthouse just to see if, like, anyone has another quest. This episode might be a little longer because I really want to just finish these all before we go to the next part. Lucanus? Haha, got it. Because we had one with Emmerich, we have one with them. So we're gonna finish this. It might be a little long, but I just want to get these all done so that next time we can focus on the main quest and not get interrupted. Well, completely finish, I don't know, completely, there might be something else. It feels like it's coming to the end though, because we're at level 50 and I don't think you can go any higher. Maybe you can.
Lucanus.
He looks just like me.
Spite, I mean, when he manifests.
That makes sense, doesn't it? What's on your mind?
I've been thinking. Treviso is as safe as we can make it. So, when my contract to you is fulfilled, Spite and I will go our separate ways. Literally, I'm going to seek out a way to separate us, wherever that takes me.
Okay.
And what about the other person in this equation? How does he feel about this?
He dreams of freedom. I've shared those dreams. He never chose this, Rook. Something must change.
You sound like you still got some doubts.
Being possessed. It's not like separating oil and water. Each element permanently infuses the other. Spite wears my face, uses my skills. I know I've grown stronger. So, say I cast out Spite with all he's learned from me. What then? What if I free myself, but unleash a true demon of Virantium?
He also learned GMAC.
A demon who's worked in a team, saved people, and made friends.
He'd lose them if I cast him out.
You keep saying that. Like you'd miss him?
He's been part of me. He'd be alone.
Spite will only be alone if he chooses to be. But you can't control that. All you can do is trust that you're making the right call. For both of you.
I know. But from someone else, it's easier to believe. And it's easier to see a future I can live with when this is done. To strike hardest, one must aim beyond the target. Let's end it, Rook. You and I and Spite, and all the fury we can muster.
Oh right, we still don't have a thing for Lucanus, do we? Oh, there he does. I didn't get to choose. Interesting. Let's go talk to Nev, which is probably just going to be a short conversation. And then we'll finish this episode. That really doesn't matter. I think we've literally done everyone. We did Balara with her funeral rites. We did Emric. We just did Lucanus. We did Tosh. We did Harding, I believe. So I think that's it. Why did I get all back to confused? You know what? If I look at this game more like Mass Effect 2, which it is definitely basing itself off of, not like the story, just the mechanics of it. It's true, there are some companions in Mass Effect 2's stories that I just didn't care for, like Jake. I don't think anybody liked Jake. And some that I just really connected to.
I'm around if you need me.
So if I look at it from that aspect, there were some stories, there were some companion stories in this one that I really connected to and I really loved, like Emric's and Davrin's. And there were some that I was just like Nev, who the fuck is Aelia? Still don't really know. And Tasha's, so, okay, little babble, if you want to skip ahead, you can. That final quest we did when they weren't just spitting things in our face like we're in the real world was perfect, which made me a little upset because it was like, look, you could have done this binary thing in a way that still made it fantasy because you're doing it right here. Like the way the mom was like, you can be you, whatever, you know what I mean? But she did it in like a fantasil way, like comparing it to the Cune and Ravain, you know what I mean? So it shows me that they could have done it, and I didn't like the first part of her quest. Sorry, their quest, like figuring themselves out. Like I just wish they would have done it in a more fantasy way, if that makes sense. Like I don't want to play video games to have real world stuff that is actually troubling people like spat in my face. I want to play video games because I want to escape the real world and live in a fantasy where, you know, I'm a knight or whatever I am and stuff. And it was just too real world vocabulary that I've never heard used in Dragon Age ever. And they showed me at the final thing, there was an easy way to do that.
Done when the Venatori grabbed me. You did a good job polishing her up.
I was happy to help. Besides, Nev might starve without your cart.
Yeah, well, free fish next time. You too, Gallus.
Sure, Hal. Rana, I've got someone for you to meet.
Right. I'm almost finished here.
Good reading? And here I thought you'd be working our cases.
I got a tip on a red lyrium smuggler who leaves coded messages in the paper. I placed a coded ad pretending to be a buyer. If the smuggler took the bait, I'll know where he's trading the goods.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I love that.
Secret codes. Amazing. What else is in there? Gossip, scandal?
It's like you've read it already.
There's a puff piece about a cat.
Was it involved in a scandal?
Maybe.
That's cool.
Okay.
I love that.
What are we after?
We're looking for the phrase Virantium brandy.
Got it.
Hold on. What's this? Nev, Gallus, and Rana Savas, investigators?
Right. That. I may have paid
Aw,
for
that's
a
cute.
small advertisement.
You what?
If we want to help people, they need an easier way to find us. It's approachable.
I regret this already.
We should get an ad too.
That's brilliant. Maybe we should advertise.
Slow down. We haven't seen if this one works out.
There. Virantium brandy.
Yes, that'll go over well. Come fight gods and demons. Your life 99% at risk.
You might work out after all. Still, I'd prefer you have backup when you need it. And if I'm not around... Ryan, meet the Viper. I put in a word for you.
The Viper? You're real. Wait, a word? For what?
Come. It's time you met the Shadow Dragons.
We need an answer in chat.
Gallus.
Where did...
Which one do you think is sexier? The Viper? Or the guy from the Emmerich's place? The one with, like, no face? The ad works!
Rana's advertising plan works.
We won't go hungry, that's for sure.
You're impressed.
If it helps people, don't tell Rana. Have a seat. I'm guessing you've got a story.
That's cute. I like that ending. Didn't really like the story, but I liked the ending. Okay, I think that's everyone. Freaking hope it's everyone. We're gonna head back one more time to the lighthouse just to make sure we got everybody. I think we do, but I just want to make sure. Bam! Oh, thank God. I was gonna be like, if there's another exclamation mark, I might just lose it. Anyways, so we're gonna end that there and continue with the main story next time, and it has been quite a journey. Also, I want to apologize for my whinging. I am enjoying this game. It's just, and when I think about like Mass Effect 2, it makes me feel a little more positive towards this game because, like, yeah, there were some characters, like, you had to do the same thing. You had to do like all these different companion quests, right? While this like main thing is going on, and if you didn't complete the companion quest, something bad would happen in the end, which hopefully we will see what would have happened, and I can use that knowledge in my next playthrough on my own to do that. But like, yes, there were some stories that I just, and some characters that I just did not care for. Anyways, oh, and we also haven't seen Cullen, which our beautiful Emilia is Inquisitor is married to. Maybe he shows up in the end. Anyways, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!